So, as we have discussed earlier, अगर मुझे control panel is a space where you can make all the operating system related settings like installation of your printer, checking whether your network connection is working properly or not, setting up user, giving password, installing and uninstalling certain programs, managing the sound, setting up the dates or certain accessibility options, checking for Windows updates. So this is the screen that you will see in Windows XP control panel. Okay, I'll let you work with all the options in practical. Okay. Then, suppose on screen, if I am not working at this moment and I want to continue with the work, I don't want to suspend my computer or close my computer, but whenever I require it, it is there in front of me in the active mode. Plus, it should consume less amount of energy or electricity. So there, what I require कि मुझे यहाँ पे I need to use screensaver. So how will I do that? So in the space where our desktop is, in that space, in that empty space, if I right click means my ring finger pointing this third button. Okay. So when I am right clicking that, I'll get display properties option, and from that display properties option, when I select the third tab, see these many tabs are there: themes, desktop, screensaver, appearance and settings. This screen is workable or visible if you are dealing with Windows XP. But if you are dealing with Windows 7 and onwards, you will see this type of screen. So when you right click in the blank space of your desktop and click on personalization option, there you will see this particular option over there. See, this is screensaver. Okay. So you can put any of the screensaver, as the name suggests, it will lower down your energy contents required for your computer. Then how to do it, we'll see in practicals. Just have the theoretical concepts behind it. Okay. Then if you are working with Windows 10 and onwards, you will see these type of screensaver settings are there, whichever you want to work with, like 3D text, bubbles, Mystify, or have the, you can say, password for it, that nobody can access your computer unless and until you just click that password when you are working with the screensaver. Okay. Next important setting that is required when you are working with Windows operating system or any of the operating system is you have to set your date and time as per the requirement of the system. So suppose you are working in Windows XP. So when you click on the this left hand corner, right hand lowermost corner, there you will see the date and time. So when I double click on it, I'll see this type of window where I can put the month, select the year, select the date, as well as select the hours, minutes and seconds as per the AM and PM. That is, it is whether 24 hours clock or 12 hours clock. Depending upon that, you can select this entities, and when you click on OK, those time frames will be applied. If you are working on like Windows 7 and onwards, you will see this type of screen where when you click on change calendar settings, these will show the date and time. But if you want to update it, you can go and click on change calendar settings, and from there you can update the date and time. Okay. If you are working on Windows 10, so here you will see option. When I click on date and time, here you will see adjust date and time option. So as per the OS, you will see a variety of screen and the name associated with it. They will do the same task, but while getting those options, the location or the words that are used with it may be different. Sorry. So when you click on adjust date and time, you will see this type of screen. Okay, Windows setting, this type of screen is visible. If you click on set time automatically, so whatever time zone you have selected, like I have selected Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, this wala time zone. So as per this time zone, as per my location, whatever is the current time, it will select it automatically. But if I'm not getting that, then what I'll do, I'll put it off. The moment I put it off, it will ask me to put the date and time, and I'll update that date and time, and it will be my manual settings for the date and time. Also, you can select the region like India, and at that particular location, which type of English format you want. So as per that format, you will get the certain details like calendar, day-wise, short date, long date, short time and long time formats. So as per this format, the date and time is reflected in your date and time block, or the option with AM or PM, or you can say 24-hour clocks. Whatsoever you can, whatsoever the settings are, you can do it from here. Okay. Now next is how to set our own background or wallpaper. See, whenever we open our computer or laptop or desktop, the very first screen that is visible is the desktop. But that desktop also has a paper or a background associated with it, that is called as either wallpaper or its background. So how to set that? So there are again variety of locations where you can do that. If you know the photograph where you want, where you are having that photograph, just right click on that photograph and click it as set as background option. Second, from the desktop display properties option, just select the background view, whatever is available here, or select your own photograph from the customized desktop option by browsing it, and put that photo or that particular image as your startup screen wallpaper or your computer's background. Also, you can see those options while you are working with Windows 7 or Windows 10. When you right click on it, you will get this person in the blank space. When you right click on it, you will get this personalize option. So when you click on personalize option, you can select the screensaver and get it done. Okay. Now, select the image and get the backgrounds done. In Windows XP, sometimes it happens that bottom bar, that is called as your task bar, it gets frozen, or it is not located. So chances are there in Windows XP, when you are weaving with your or working with your taskbar, see that have you clicked on auto hide the taskbar option? So when you are pointing the mouse or using the window button from that particular location, then only the taskbar is visible. Otherwise, it is invisible. So if you click on auto hide option, there you will get that when you are pointing on the bottommost bar, then only the taskbar is visible. Otherwise, it is hidden. If you want to show the clock on the taskbar or hide it, hide the inactive items. So whatsoever settings with respect to taskbar are managed in Windows XP through these screen. Okay. Sometimes very important programs you need regularly, so you can put it in your taskbar in Windows 7 and onwards. So what you are doing with it right now, suppose if you are playing solitaire or something like that, and you need to work on it in on regular basis, or don't want to go for searching and go for like locate that program where it is stored, you can just pin those programs on the taskbar. Whatsoever programs that are readily required with you, within just one click, you can access that program. So suppose on this particular screen, if I click here, you will see these frequent programs are being used every time. So whatsoever program I don't want, I'll just click it on it and click on unpin this program from the taskbar. Then in Windows 10, if you are working, you will get it as like task view. Whatever the components or the screen open there, whatever the programs that are open there, you can see at the this particular taskbar window. And if you just flip it up, you will see whatever the screens are open can be visible here. See, for example, my hard disk drive, a mail ID window, and a presentation window. These three were open at that time frame. So the moment I opened the task view, I could locate all those windows in one frame. Now to identify the components of a window, see here, this is the particular title bar. Some of the components we have discussed earlier, some are left. Like this is the status bar of each window, wheresoever, whatever application you open, the most bottommost bar is called as status bar, and it will comprise of all the elements that are as far as display is concerned are visible over there. Other one is the most common in all of the window applications is this one. This is called as menu bar, where you will see in this menu bar uh, all the utilities that you can use, or all the functions or all the operations that we use in this particular application are accessible from this. There are two ways to access these menu bar items. First, you can use the mouse pointer and click on it, and second one is use alter key, alt key from your keyboard, and the in combination of that alt key you can use. Suppose if you want to access file menu, you can click on alt F, press alt button. With that alt button, in association with alt button, you press F. If you want to work with edit button, edit menu, click press Alt and E. Alt and V will give the details of view menu. Okay, likewise you can, whatsoever alphabet that is underlined in this menu bar can be accessed with Alt button on your keyboard. There are some of the other, you can say, important file extensions that you regularly use or have a notice on it, like DOC or docx, JPG or JPEG, TXT, XLS or XLSX, PPT or PPTSX, MDB or ACCDB. So depending upon these extensions, you can be able to view or identify what the file format is, what the version you are having on your computer. Because suppose if you have saved the file with .doc extension, and you want to open that file in Windows MS Office 365 or MS Office 19 or something, that version, 2019 or that version, then it will create a conflict. It will not open. Vice versa, if your file is of extension docx and your system is having MS Office of version 2003, so it will also not open. So be careful while you are working with the file formats, what file format your file is being saved with, and what version of the application is available on your system. Then by default, our files are stored in My Documents, and My Documents is the folder in your either C or D drive under the user where you are located with. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate you everything. In Windows 7 and onwards, there are some gadgets directly available for your access, like suppose you are working with picture puzzle, or do you you want a calendar in front of you, a clock, some CPU working speed if you want to analyze or get today's forecast, or certain headlines you want to see. So all these of things are available in the form of gadgets utility, where you can work on that gadget and get the things. Sometimes if you are dealing with like stock predictions or share market, so there you need to have a link of what is the upgradation of stock today, what is the current rate of that stock, so there you can go for stocks. In Windows 7 and onwards, you can change the look of the screen by changing the color combination. That comes under the Windows 7 appearance option under personalized option of the screen. I'll show you everything. Along with that, there are certain font settings. Students who are working with English font, no worries. They are by default available in your system. But some of the students who want to work, or some of the participants who want to work with certain regional fonts, and they are, if they are not available in your system, then how to install those fonts, how to attach those fonts with your MS Word or MS Excel or whatsoever application you are working with, that we can get from the font settings in operating system. Also, the look of the font, the zoom size of that font, so that easily it can be viewed at a particular distance, that can be also set in font. You can see the various text patterns that are followed when we are seeing or viewing the font. If we are working with Windows 7 or Windows XP or Windows 10 or any of the Windows version as operating system, there you can work on one or more users. When we are working with one or more users, you can restrict the people to access your computer and the applications that are installed on your system. So here you can create more than one user and access the same system. Multiple users can access the same system at different timestamps with their different view, as if they are the person who is only working on that particular system. Like for example, here you can see there are 4 users. One is named as Dad, one is William Jr., one is administrator, and another one is guest. So which particular account you want to create, how you want to create, what you want to have the password protection for it, what credentials you have to create for it, all you can mention over here. So see here, you can put the name, click on create account, put the name, select the password, put the password. If you want to have a hint for that password, in case if you forget that, you can mention it here also. Then from that icon itself, you can view. So if you want your photo or some specific relevant icon mentioned on your user look, there also you can put on change the picture option and select that particular image. Like for example, here a starfish is selected. Or if you want, you can have more pictures that are not listed over here and get some new one placed as a profile picture of your account. Okay. Then day before yesterday or 1 month ago or 1 year ago, you have created a file and you want to locate it today. It is very tedious job if you don't know how to find a file. So if you know a specific folder where your file is, it's okay, very good. But if you don't know, then a recommendation is that You select my computer or this PC or computer as per the version available on your operating system. And from that, in this particular search block, type the first two, three name letters of your file, whatsoever you remember with respect to that file. And you will see the list matching the names of that particular file will be displayed over here. Suppose I selected over here pictures. So in pictures, the moment I click pictures, the complete picture list is displayed over here. Like what I have explained earlier in this search bar, I have just typed, I remember it was having a name Africa. So the moment I started typing Africa, you can see the list is displaying me wheresoever the word Africa was there. So here you can able to locate and get the location where that particular file was saved. Also, along with that search, you can create more options like when that particular date was created. If you remember that, you can select that option and just provide that date, so that on that date with that particular name, if you are remembering, the search will be more fast and precise one. So like this, you can find files and get the things done. So you can create a file and use it as per your requirement. Okay. So when you are searching for the file, you will see sometimes those files are in a listed one. Sometimes they are like a big icon wise where you can just view it, what the contents are without directly opening that file. Sometimes you want to have a bigger, wider look for it. So you go for large icons, extra large icons, or just have the details of it. Then you select the details option or the list option or the content wise option. We'll see in demonstration everything today. In Windows 7 onwards, there are certain utilities or functions where you just speak out and you get the things in answer. So here you can set up like in Windows 10, you have Cortana as your support, where suppose if I want to just speak out, convert 172 inches into centimeters, so it will just access what I have spoken, and according to that it will give me the answer. So this type of support is also provided in Windows 10 onwards. Sometimes it is required that you want to either put the laptop, desktop, or your system to have a specific range of volume so that you can hear or mute that particular operation. So in the rightmost lower corner, you will see the speaker icon or speaker image is there. When you click on it, you will able, if you click on this, it will mute it, and if you don't click on this, just try to you can say navigate it or slide it, you will see that this number changes, and as per the number in the range 0 to 100, you can set the volume capacity. Also you can select the English of that particular zone, so that whatever you are typing, like for US English, suppose the spelling of color is COLOUR, and for UK English COLOR. So vice versa, whichever English domain you want to work with, likewise your keyboard and your word options will be set over there in language settings. If you are working on laptop, it has a battery backup, so you can set your default battery settings. So at what time span it should show you that this is the time, now your system will go in off mode, or how much on battery backup, how much it will wait for the time. Okay, So we'll just have this. I'm stopping the screen share and we'll work on. I hope my complete screen is visible to you. Okay. So the very first thing that we had to practice in practical was first to find the space on our drive. So how we will find? I'll click on this PC. And the moment I click on this PC, you can see over here the number of drives that are there on my computer, and each drive having its displaying its own capacity, right? If I'm working with folders, you can see over here, suppose I'm working on movie folder. You can see, suppose this is the movie, I want to get the space of it. Okay, so now you can see, suppose I want to have the capacity of this Genius movie. So how will I get it? I'll just click on this, right click on it and click on properties. So you will get that complete location where it is saved, the name of it, date created and its capacity. Okay. So like this also you can see the space of that particular program. How I located this particular movie? First option is, if I'm knowing, I can directly go to that particular location, this PC. Then select the proper folder or window wheresoever you are located with that. So this I'm using, this is my left pane. I have clicked on movies and from that I can select my movie. Okay. So likewise, you can explore your programs. Suppose I want to conduct my Java programming practicals. So here you can see I have selected my Java programming practical folder, and from that, this particular file I can select. So in the leftmost pane, I'm having a tree structure or a branching structure or a hierarchical structure, and the whichsoever folder or drive I'm selecting, accordingly, its file contents are reflected in the details pane section. Okay. So likewise, you can explore the programs. Then this is the, you can say, blank space. Here you can see I'm right clicking in the blank space, and from here I can create new folder. See, I'm selecting new folder, and here I can get new folder option. So on the location where I want to create that new folder, by mistake the new shortcut was created. I am just clicking new. Sorry, my mouse is not working properly. So new folder option I am clicking. See here the blue, the yellow color is there and the blue mark is showing what is the current name of it. And if it is selected, I can modify it. So I am putting certificate course and just clicking on enter. So the folder named new folder was renamed now. If I want to change the name of it, I'm again right clicking it. See here, either it can show the rename option like I have shown you earlier, or just click on this option. The blue strip is there. I want to just modify from certificate course to certificate course technical digital skills. So likewise, I can make the rename of that particular folder. Then I am not requiring that folder. So I want to just remove it. I'm clicking on delete button from the keyboard. It will be wiped out. Or second option is I'm right clicking on it and you will see this bin option. So it is delete option. I'm clicking on delete. It is removed. Okay. If your computer asks for or confirmed, do you want to delete that particular file? It may ask, it may not ask. If you are sure that you are deleting that contents, then only be careful while you are using this. Deleted components can be retrieved for once from this recycle bin. But don't be dependent. Many a times it may happen, it is directly deleted from your system. So be careful while you are clicking on delete option. Okay, so likewise we have worked with delete, create and rename of the folders. Now we will see how we can create a file, save it and rename it. So right click new. Here I am selecting text document as I have discussed with you earlier. I'm just putting certificate name to it, clicking it on enter. Name is created. Enter. I'm typing the contents, and I'm saving it. So going to file. Now I have given the name earlier, certificate.txt. So it will now directly be clicked on save, or from keyboard I can use Control S option. Okay. If I want to make a copy of this file, then I'll click on save as option. Earlier name it was having certificate. Now I am writing certificate copy. So you can see I have two files on my desktop. One is certificate and other one is this. See, this is certificate copy. If I want to change the name, certificate copy is not the name required. I want to change the name of the file. Again, this is the same option. In place of certificate copy.txt, what I'll do, I'll write mjb. So my new file name is mjb.txt. Okay, so likewise, you can create, rename the file, and now I'm not requiring and more than one file I want to select. So what I'm doing, I'm pressing the CTRL button from my keyboard and clicking on it and clicking the delete button. So whatsoever files are selected, they only those specific files were selected and they got deleted. So here you can see how I have created the folder, deleted the folders. Now you can see the date time related settings. See here, I have clicked on it. I want to manage the time. It will not work. It will just show. What I'll have to do, I'll have to right click on it, click on adjust date and time. From this adjust date and time, now the time, see, as per the windows available on your system, the look of that particular option may vary. You should know what the words were speaking out for what reference. It may happen that my Windows operating is showing these options. You may have a higher version or a lower version. Then it may be the chance that this particular option may not be visible over there. So see here, I have set time automatically. I'm unselecting it. And now I can change the date and time. So according to my requirement, I can change the date and time. Okay. I can put the date and time required over here. Okay. Fine. If I don't want to do it, then I'll just select this option. Okay. From this, show time and date in the system tray. If it is on, the date and time was visible earlier. If it is off, it is invisible. So you can see this option. Okay. So likewise, you can select the proper language. Here you can see I have selected English, India from the language and region option. Whichever file format was available, which English format I want, that I can use with respect to typing, certain language settings, whatsoever format you want. Date time format, should it be like DD, MM, YYY, whatsoever format you want, you can make the arrangements as per this particular screen time. Okay. So here you can select and manage the system settings. Now, if you want to work with control panel, here in this particular display bar, just type control. Search bar, I am writing control panel. So here you can see control panel is visible. Now here I can manage the system security, network security, programs, clock and region, user accounts, all those options that we have worked with, all can be set up over here. Okay. Everyone, please put on your video so that we can have a screenshot. I hope the things were understandable.